Okay, the title "The Backyard" comes from a phrase that I believe originated in Texas. At least, the first time I heard it, it was coming out of the mouth of President George W. Bush. And he was talking about Mexico, actually. And he referred to the interests of America in our backyard. And I thought, you know, wow, okay, so that's a country, that's a sovereign state. I know he doesn't know what sovereign means, but like that's a sovereign state, that's not our backyard. What is Canada, our front yard? My favorite part about The Backyard is the main character, most definitely. It's all about the main character. His experiences and the viewer's experiences through him vicariously.
My name is Wally Jones, and my position in The Backyard is plot writer. My favorite part of The Backyard is probably right what I'm working on now, which is a scene of Jimmy, the main character, going parasailing on the back of a pontoon plane with a bunch of drug dealers and shooting an AK-47. So it's once again, my favorite part is usually what I'm currently involved in, and that I think that's a healthy thing.
I'm Max Hines, and I'm the colorist. It's The Backyard. I color. It's kind of boring. That's about it.
My name is Spillman, and I'm the script writer for The Backyard. I'm the third stage of the writing. The ideas initially came from Marcus. He said, if we're going to do a comic book that I'm going to draw and you're going to write, wouldn't it make sense if it was funny? So I said, all right, do you have any ideas? And he had a great one. He had the concept for The Backyard, a drug-addled James Bond sleeper agent tickling South America's deadly underbelly.
Did you hear Chavez invested millions in the Argentinian bond market?
Don't get me started on the dirty Venezuelan oil net that's being thrown over the whole continent right now.
Those money games are just the way these South Americans think, right, Jimmy?
I think you take over South America early in the game. Sit back and collect 2 armies a turn. You, get out. I'm driving. Are you serious? It's not a big deal. If they will not bend to the laws of man, then they will bow before the laws of physics.
Insanity! The man is against reason!
Oh, hell yes! For God's sakes, stop the truck!
I dream about lines. It's horrible. It's kind of hard to, I find it difficult using lines to create immersive 3D environments using strictly lines. We are only working linearly. So the colors even really don't get that dark and the shadows and etc. So everything that is modeled to be 3D appears only because of the interplay of the lines, the line variation, overlapping of lines, tangential lines, etc.
The best jokes are just the situation, like Jimmy going crazy and throwing stuff out a train. He grabs a toilet and throws it out of the train and yells, "Wrong, Mr. Toilet, a dump takes you!"
Because every time I saw him, he kept being like, you should color, you should color, you should color. And I was like, okay, fine, you twisted my arm enough. So I started coloring.
I would rather wash all of my clothing by hand for a year than continue to draw on a drafting table all of my backgrounds. So I use Google SketchUp. I take screenshots of images in Google SketchUp and I import them to Illustrator, a vector drawing program. I trace all of those images and then I use a brush tool with a jitter on it. Some people might hate that line. I love it. It's filthy. I love it.
The idea always seems lousy at first. You may be working on a specific line or a specific scene, and it starts off, for instance, if it's a comedy line, as not very funny, and then 10 minutes down the line, it's hilarious and everyone's rolling on the floor laughing, and it's just really neat to see that kind of effort pay off in such a short time.
My neighbors would call me stupid for trusting an American, but there's something about your belly, your fire, that inspires. Thanks, I like your hat. This man has a problem that needs a solution, and I will find your solution. You know, a dispenser of solutions. I knew you were our man. And your name was? Don Marino. So, how are you enjoying Vendima? Good, great. It's been like a buddy cop flick. First we staked out this dive bar, and then we appointed Dan Marino the leader of the People's Liberation Front. Dan Marino? Why not? He still holds the single-season passing record. Athletic exploits do not qualify one to lead a revolution. Sir, the backbone of Castro's uprising was his wicked curveball. Ugh. Time to go.
Yeah. Alright. That's all you're getting from me.
You know, whether we sell 0 copies or 100,000, it's fun.
I think that's it. I can't think of anything else, really. Do you think of anything else that you'd want to get in there?
Could you edit out all the ums?
Yeah, I'm going to do that, every one of them.
I'm sorry. I'm so bad.
It's okay.
Okay.